Well, it's an exciting time in the studio because the San Diego Zoo is on a road trip, so they are right here to show off some of their great animals.
Yeah, and with fall break right around the corner, for a lot of folks, now might be a great time to visit because in October, the San Diego Zoo is free for kids. That's too good to be true. Rick Schwartz is the global ambassador for the zoo. What a great job that must be.
It is a great job, yes. I've been with the organization for almost 17 years now, and I love how much work we do with our community, with communities around Southern California and into Arizona, and then around the world as well. And right now, we have in front of us Sita, a leopard tortoise found in Africa. One of the great things you can see when you come out to Kids Free Month in October is going to be our Africa Rocks. It's a whole new exhibit space, just opened up in different phases throughout the year. One more phase to go, so you get to see most of it right now, and we're focused a lot on African species you wouldn't normally expect. We think Africa, we think lions and zebras and giraffes. We've done all that. Sita is a great representative of different unique animal species you wouldn't necessarily think of until you walk through that area. Penguins from Africa.
Really?
Sharks in that area as well. Fusa, lemurs, and a wide variety of other species as well, along with cool reptiles like this.
He's interesting looking with the humps on his back.
Right, so another name for the leopard tortoise is the mountain tortoise. It looks like they have a mountain range on their back.
No kidding.
They're similar in some ways to our desert tortoise we have here in the Southwest as well, similar adaptations and things like that. But literally, I could talk for a half an hour about a tortoise. We have a couple other animals
all right,
to share with you guys.
And as you're doing this and doing the switch, Rick, talk about the kids getting them free.
Certainly. I encourage everyone to go to our website, sandiegozoo.org. You'll have all the information you need there. We're going to bring Missy in here with our African Grey Alice. But going back to Kids Free, it's for kids 11 and under are free with an adult. And so it's a great opportunity for families to come out and enjoy the zoo in October. It's cooler. The animal activity is higher when it's cooler also, so it's a lot of fun. But this is Alice. She is an African gray parrot, a great example of the diversity of animals that live there all throughout Africa. I mean, it's a huge continent with many different habitats. But also, we like to talk a little bit about wildlife trafficking. Wildlife trafficking is one of the major things that impacts animals, and here in the U.S., it's the 4th largest illegal activity, right up there with gun trafficking and drug trafficking and everything else. People capturing these animals illegally in the wild, bringing them in for the pet trade. Most animals don't make that trip very well. They pass away. It's a huge detriment. So we ask if people do want exotic pets as animals, or I'm sorry, exotic animals as pets. Really reconsider the impact that has, and go to your local shelter. Get a dog or cat. Yes, Alice is a beautiful bird here, bright red coloration, etc. Right there. We have one more mammal to share with you.
All right.
That's what I heard you say. I could see in the eyes, yeah, I am beautiful, right? There was that little acknowledgement.
This is a tamandua, also known as a lesser anteater, and his name is
gosh.
Fernando.
Oh my gosh, Fernando, look at you. Whoa, that's coarse hair. Touch his hair, touch his hair.
Pet him on the back there. Now, one thing I want to tell you, they can spray like a skunk, so be aware.
Oh, yeah, no.
That's my favorite part to say.
Keep your booty back that way.
Right, you know, Fernando is yet to spray, though.
He does smell like a skunk,
You can smell it, and their spray is about 4 times more powerful than a skunk. This is one of the great animal ambassadors you can meet up close and personal when you come to Kids Free. We love getting kids and animals up close and personal, of course, in a safe environment, to help really inspire them to learn more about wildlife and protect our wildlife, whether it's local or around the world. This little anteater species is found in South and Central America. You might be able to see his little tongue going there.
So you can hear the breathing, right? Is that part of the eating?
Are there ants inside there?
No, so what this is a high protein, high fiber powder. We mix water with it. It's actually a recipe that the San Diego Zoo nutritionist came up with, and it's now actually something you can get. And he'll lap that up with his tongue. The breathing you hear, though, is what he takes in a big breath before he sticks his nose in. He starts blowing bubbles when he eats.
Tiny little tongue, right?
Yeah, it's no bigger than a small swizzle stick type straw, but it is about 10 to 12 inches in length, and they get their ants and termites that way.
Well, this was so much fun.
Yeah, well, it's great always to be here. We really appreciate it. And again, for everyone here in Phoenix, we want you to go to our website, sandiegozoo.org, to learn more about Kids Free, learn more about Africa Rocks, and also how you can help with conservation and preventing wildlife trafficking.
And you're going to be back in about 30 minutes.
Yes, we will. We got different animals, too. So if you're watching at home, stay tuned. We have different animals to share.
He's really interesting looking.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.